feel a little alive.
You feel a little alive?
A little alive, yeah.
As opposed to what?
I feel like most of the times I feel like I could feel more alive.
So most of the time you don't feel your full livelihood?
Yeah, I like to feel energized and invigorated.
But today you don't.
Today I do.
Oh, today you do.
Today I do.
You usually don't.
Yeah, because usually it takes like a hard workout or like a hard jiu-jitsu session.
I got it.
Where a lot of so a little secret, I get the shit beat out of me quite a bit, and so I'm constantly surviving. And when you survive a bunch of times,
sure,
you feel alive.
I guess I can see that.
Yeah. Because I'm I'm good enough that I don't get submitted all the time, but I'm not so amazing at jiu-jitsu that I'm not constantly in danger.
Sure.
So every time I leave, I'm like, man, I
made it through.
I feel alive. I lived 7 times today.
They didn't have to bury me in this gi.
Dude, I think about that when I have to tap to a choke.
Yeah.
I'm like, that person
could have killed you.
Murdered.
Yeah, could have killed you.
Politeness kept me alive.
Now, has that ever happened?
Has
there ever been an instance in jiu-jitsu maybe where someone was like, they were getting caught up in it, and then they just started choking, and they're like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I just didn't stop choking the person.
I don't know how often it happens where the person just doesn't stop choking, but sometimes you can fight a choke longer than you can fight an armbar.
Sure,
because an armbar is like breaking.
Yeah,
arm.
You got to figure that out.
And with a choke, the lights are slightly
going
out.
There's a dimmer switch on that guy.
you're getting dimmed out.
And on top of that, I've been in a situation where my arm was being bent, and I remember being like, I have to get away from this before my arm breaks. However, I've also been in situations where I've been being choked, where I'm like, I got this. Yeah. I totally can get out of this. And then you wake up later. Yeah. And then you're like, I didn't have that. Your brain thought you were going to win.
I've been choked unconscious 3 times at my gym.
Now, how do you, after that happens,
yeah,
what is the first thought after you wake up?
You apologize to the person that choked you out.
You apologize to the person that choked you out.
Yeah, because you're only choked out because you didn't tap early enough.
Yeah, because I get it.
Now you made the other person choke you out. And they don't want, they're not showing up to choke people out.
There's got to be a percentage of people.
Most of the people don't want to be that guy at the gym.
I understand most people don't want to be that guy at the gym.
Yeah.
I would say there are a couple people whose chi is not aligned right.
Well,
the chi is off.
I will say this. A lot of the people we definitely do a good job screening the people that come to our gym to make sure they're not like
good chi screening.
Yeah. Put your chi on the table.
We're chi screening right now. I didn't know it was going to be a chi test.
Yeah, we ask predominantly chi related questions.
You can't pass this.
We have a Reiki person at the front desk. It's just doing.
This is how you know it's serious. They're testing energy fields.
Yeah,
at this
we're
gym.
definitely testing energy.
Yeah, all right.
We don't typically have those types of people. So most of the time, we have the type of people that don't want to be that guy. At the gym. It's embarrassing for them to be that.
Nobody wants to be the guy who choked out a dude. Now, the 3 times you got choked out, was it all different people, or was it the same?
Each one was a different person.
Okay.
2 of them were the same exact submission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when you got choked out, you apologized to the person because you're like, hey, sorry, my pride was getting the best of me.
Well, thankfully, the first time I got choked out, the precedent was set that I should be apologizing. So the second and third time, I just instantly went into the apology. But if I don't know if that would have happened if I got choked out by a different first person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got choked out by a different first person?
No, if the first person that choked me out was different, it might not have set the precedent for me that I had.
Who choked you out the first time?
See, I was trying to not. I was just.
I set it up with such mystery that I was hoping you wouldn't ask who choked me out the first time.
I don't think I was setting up. I think I was setting up to say like, oh, the precedent. I was hoping that like the curiosity wouldn't be about who choked me out. You know,
sorry, dude.
More
my
about, like,
my chi is not aligned.
yeah. You were supposed to focus on the precedent.
Sorry, I was not.
Yeah.
So wait, who choked you out the first time?
The first time?
Yeah. For real.
Yeah. That's who it was. And well, like, if you haven't guessed this, if you're listening and haven't guessed this yet, obviously it was my wife. She choked me out. And that was the first time she had ever choked anybody out. And she wasn't expecting it. She didn't even know if she had the choke in properly, you know, because I don't react.
Yeah.
So nobody ever knows that they have a choke on me.
You're also like, my wife ain't fucking doing this shit. What? Oh, you got your arms around? Okay.
Yeah.
Try to insult her the whole time.
Because that, like, a lot of my technique is I just don't react. And sometimes the person will be like, oh, I don't have this. And they'll let go of the choke.
Oh, yeah. So you're trying to fake them out.
That's a lot of my technique.
Yeah. So then that clearly didn't work.
No, because it doesn't. So she, as a woman who's constantly going against bigger guys,
Sure.
she's more willing to hold on to stuff a little bit longer because she's holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, she held that longer than the people that I would normally be faking out would hold it.
Gotcha.
You know? And
You underestimated your wife.
I think I overestimated me. I thought I could, like, grit it out. And, like, I thought she would give up before I passed
You thought?
out.
And that didn't work.
No.
And you wake. So when you're unconscious, like, did you come to on the mat, or did you have one of those, like? So I've only been knocked unconscious twice, and each time, I was like, I had like a daylight, like I was knocked out, and then I walked away. Like, I don't remember any of it. Like,
Yeah.
I was knocked unconscious. I was woken up, but I don't remember being woken up, and I didn't come to with like the looking around, like, oh my god, what happened? Until like minutes later. Like, I was talking to people and doing what, but I was out on my feet completely. I don't remember any of it.
Yes. So the choke that she got me with. So I was technically I was on the not technically I was on the top.
Gotcha.
She was on her back in something called half guard. So she had one of her legs wrapped around my leg. She was on her back. Our heads were about even with each other, and she had her hands in my collar. And she was doing something called an X choke. She was choking me with my own
with your
gi,
own gi choke.
And I fell on her. Like when I went out, like I fell on her, and she had to like avoid a headbutt. And like,
I wonder if there were people watching like, that's how they fuck.
I mean,
someone's like, wow, she just chokes the shit out of him while he's.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty widely known. That, even before we started
like,
doing jiu-jitsu,
what is happening?
That's
you were just wearing gis from the jump. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, actually, gis fucking choke me up with this gi.
Yeah, we can join a jiu-jitsu gym with all these gis we have.
You have a huge gi kink? Yeah, I didn't know that was
yeah, we call it gi play.
Yeah. You're getting all gi nasty out there.
Geed up.
That's crazy. So you fell on her, and then she was like, "Oh no, I choked my husband out."
I wouldn't know. I was unconscious.
Sure.
And then when I started to come to, I lifted my body up, but you're still kind of sleeping because it's a blood choke.
Yeah,
so it cuts
yeah.
off the blood to your head.
Yeah.
As opposed to a wind choke that cuts off your breathing. Right.
Sure.
So the blood is still kind of coming to the head, but it doesn't happen all at once.
No, it slowly trickles.
So
down,
you're like slowly coming conscious, but you're still technically unconscious.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like shaking awake, you know? And then like I noticed that I was coming to.
Okay.
You know, and it's just like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And as soon as I had vision back, it was her face underneath me. Like, you know, just like a
sorry, you're a pussy.
Yeah, like what me worry kind of attitude. Yeah,
you knew what you're getting into.
Yeah, I knew what I was getting into. Yeah, and then I apologized profusely, and then
we didn't talk the whole car ride home.
Well, we drive separately just in case something like that happens. We planned for that.
I sat in the shower. We didn't talk for like
Yeah.
a week, dude.
And she's been getting the big piece of meat ever since.
Yeah, it
Like,
seems
if
like
she gets the big chicken, she gets the big steak.
Adjusts her shirt. You're like,
Yeah,
no. Why is Dad quiet?
Yeah.
No reason.
Yeah, mom's talking.
So the other two,
Mm-hmm.
two different people, two
Yeah.
different people. So now when that happens,
Mm-hmm.
you I assume you apologize to them greatly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did either of them react like after they're like, "Oh, I don't want to be that guy," but they were they like, "You should have tapped. Why didn't you tap? Why didn't you do it?"
Both of them had the same exact reaction. They were like, I didn't know I had that. I was about to let go.
Now, when you hear that, are you like, I just gotta hold on a little bit longer? I gotta train myself.
No.
I was almost there, dude.
Yeah.
That's what my brain would be doing. Like, oh, so what you're saying is I almost had this.
Yeah, no. I mean, I knew I didn't have it.
Oh man.
But I'm like, I'm just trying to stoically get them to change their mind.
Yeah. You don't want to do this.
Yeah, come on, be the
You
bigger
think
man.
you think you're choking me?
Yeah, you're really choking you.
You actually look really. You don't want to look like an idiot, do you? You don't, you don't want to be the guy who choked somebody out, dude.
Yeah, do you know how dumb you look right now?
You're an idiot. You're standing there. You've shit your pants.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
look so stupid.
Yeah.
That would be the biggest concern of mine is peeing, like being knocked out unconscious and peeing. Just like not knowing, like if your body's all out of whack and out of sorts.
I have a different type of paranoia in my life. When I go unconscious, all of my holes close up.
Oh, you seal up.
Yeah, I seal up.
I figure like if I'm, I look at it like when you die, you evacuate your bowels.
Oh no, I'm sealing
You
up.
know, I'm
Sealing
actually when I die, my butt's gonna seal up. Then my nose runs
Yeah,
through.
yeah, yeah.
Just looks like like it's gonna be shooting out of
Yeah.
your ears and out of your eyes.
Like
All right.
I might seal up so hard that I suck my own butt into my butt.
We don't know what happened to
Dude,
it.
that's like I don't think I have a bigger fear than being like penetrated while
You're unconscious.
Yeah, it's like my biggest.
You think
fear.
that's the biggest fear?
Yeah. So I heard these stories when I was growing up. So I'm terrified of prison.
Wait a minute. Everyone's terrified of prison.
Yeah, but
Saying you're terrified of prison is like saying you're not terrified of sharks.
yeah, but
AIDS.
Did you know that some people will knock you unconscious and then do your butt?
Yeah, of course, because they don't want to fight. They just want it. You know, that sucks.
Yeah, but it's not even like say you go to prison, you're popping off.
I'm
And
popping
you're
off.
there for the first day and you got to make a mark. You got to let people know that you're not the one to be messed
Yeah.
with. Right?
Sure.
And then you go fight somebody. If you lose that fight, you might get ran through.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's a shitty thing. But I think it's more like if the way I look at it, I don't want to
take his butt.
I don't want my ass to get raped in prison.
Mm-mm.
But if my ass is going to get raped in prison,
Mhm.
I don't want to be awake for it. You know what I mean? If it's going to happen, if I'm surrounded by like 10 dudes and they're like, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck this. I don't think I'd want to be awake for that.
The struggle, though, is what makes the person change their mind about whether or not they want to keep doing it.
Again, you are looking at it in a very jujitsu way. You're looking at it like if I just put up enough of a struggle, they'll stop, or like they'll be like, I didn't have that guy. I didn't,
Yeah, like my muscle, I'm burning.
Yeah.
I'm burning here. This is way more work than it should be.
You look like an idiot. You want to look like an idiot? You want to be the guy who couldn't rape a dude? You're fucking nuts. I would figure if they were gonna rape you, you're gonna get raped. I don't think any amount. I think they would try and knock you out then. Like they would try and like subdue you.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of the time, they're not even getting knocked out to be raped. It's just like while they're unconscious, it's not even the same person that knocked you out.
You just think it's an equal opportunity to rape us?
Another guy will show up and like, are you going to rape him? I noticed he's unconscious. It doesn't seem like, are you going to rape him? Because I got a lot of rape in me.
I'm sorry. Are you done with this?
It doesn't seem like you. Are you going to finish that?
What is that?
Like, yeah, that seems like what it is.
Can I rape that?
Ooh.
I mean, look, I'm not going to say that isn't how it is. I've never been to prison.
But that's why.
You
So
know?
that's like, so for me, when I learned that as a kid, I had a hard time sleeping after that.
You thought you were going to get...
Dude, there were so many people in my neighborhood that got released from prison.
You thought they were going to crawl into your house and...
I don't know how they got to prison in the first place. A little breaking and in, a little break and enter, just to break and enter. The B and E.
You know, I was charged with breaking and entering, and then I stole some stuff from my house. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's in the Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that's a.
It's like breaking and entering and entering and entering.
Yeah,
entering.
it's an infinity.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
I mean, the worst would be a breaking and entering and then getting entered,
and then broken.
Dude, if somebody breaks into your house, like, can you stand your ground by entering them?
You're saying,
like, if somebody breaks in here,
yeah, and then
we knock them out,
and then
you do them in the butt. I'll knock them out. You do them in the butt. I'll choke them unconscious. You hop on them hips.
You got to do this.
Yeah.
I think here's two things that could happen. Say someone breaks into your house. Mm-hmm. Now they already know they're breaking the law.
Oh, they in there.
They know.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like say we were to enter a guy's butt who broke in. I think what are they going to do? They're going to call the cops? If we were like, now get out of here.
Yeah. Now you go back to your mother.
I
young
guarantee
man.
they'd be like, I'm not going to say anything about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to live the rest of my life with this wild, deep, dark secret. And maybe I'll think twice before breaking into a house again.
Yeah.
Because the last time I did, some guy raped me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they would think twice.
You know what we say to him as he's leaving? If we ever see your face again, we're posting the video.
Oh, man. Even though there's no video.
There's no video.
Yeah, I don't need that. I mean,
nah.
You would have seen me in the back. We're like, we're not doing that. We have video?
Yeah.
Like, you were taping that?
Having the wherewithal to break out your camera during that.
I mean, that would be terrifying for a criminal. Say, like, a criminal comes into a house. They're like, oh, I'm going to take this and that. And then they come into a room and the door closes behind them. And it's just a room with, like, cameras everywhere and, like, you know, plastic down and like bed and a lube. They'd be like, oh no. I think there's crazy. You know those bait cars that they have?
Yeah.
There should be bait houses.
Bait house. Yes.
There should be bait houses.
Bait bedroom.
I think, and not like anything happens to them, but it would be crazy to watch somebody break into a house and then be like terrified for the next 20 minutes that something wild was going to happen to them.
Yeah.
Just let them be like, oh no. And just like they go into a room, the door shuts, and it's just like, oh fuck. Like it's almost like that scene from God damn it. Why can't I remember the goddamn movie? Doesn't matter. It's like you get into this and you're like, fuck, I can't get out of it. Oh, Bronx Tale. Okay. When he's like, now you can't leave. That would be fucking sick.
That's Bronx Tale?
Yeah, it's Bronx Tale.
Okay.
And like just knowing like you break into a house and it's like, oh no. Like I would love to have a bait house where the doors and windows like seem open, but when they're standing in front of the bottom falls out and they go down a chute into a basement full of like crazy stuff and they got to get out.
Yeah.
And just like, and then nothing can technically kill them. But it's a whole, like almost like a fun house or haunted house that they have to escape.
Yeah, it's like a non-homicidal Saw.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What's the name of the Saw guy?
Jigsaw.
Oh.
Jigsaw.
I've never seen any of those movies. I thought it was
What's the
Saw.
name of the Jigsaw guy?
I thought it was Saw because he used a saw to make.
I mean, there were some saws. Yeah. But I thought it was Jigsaw because he's a bit puzzle. It's a puzzle. You got to figure out how to escape.
See, I still would have thought it was Jigsaw because he's still making you cut things off.
I mean, but that's part of the puzzle. Like you got to cut off your finger or your fingers to make your hands small enough.
He would hate me
to go. Yeah, they'd be like,
I'd be like, wait, your name is for the puzzle aspect of this?
Wait,
that's crazy.
Sidney, you're missing the point.
I'm not missing the point. We all have to cut off our limbs here.
Okay, yeah, but once you do that, you'll be able to get to the next part of the
Yeah, but I
puzzle.
really feel like the saw, like I feel like the cutting the limbs off is doing the heavy lifting in the saw aspect of this.
Okay, my name is Jake. Let's just forget about the name Jigsaw. I'm Jake, and you are now trapped, and I want to play a game. You can get out of those chains if you cut off your fingers and put them into this jar full of hypodermic needles, which at the bottom has a key. But the jar is a trap in itself.
Okay, this feels less puzzly and more challenge. Is there a way that you can like express this as a challenge rather than a puzzle?
The puzzle is you piecing together your life, which you had shattered. These are basically metaphors.
Yeah, you need to learn how to piece together metaphors, my man.
Look,
These are.
we've been here for 3 hours, man.
I just want to button this up before we move on.
There are 4 more people who have to die, or not. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be funny. Just question. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, a lot of it.
When did I swallow the key?
You didn't. I sewed it up into you. You were passed out.
That sounds skillful. What did you used to do?
Actually, you ever see the Mummers costumes? I actually was a seamstress for the Mummers. Yeah, I think falling asleep in your childhood bed and fearing that people are going to break in and have their way with you is. I'm assuming that fear doesn't go away.
Mm-mm.
Like, do you worry about that now?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you sleep?
What do you mean? How do I sleep?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you are constantly worried about someone...
Like, do I sleep face down, ass up?
No.
It's bait butt.
Your nightly routine of putting super glue on your butthole.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting caught here.
Dude, bait butt, it would be a really funny show, too.
I bet, you know what? I bet mortuaries have that.
Bait butts?
Bait butts. Because, I'm not saying that there aren't. There was a whole thing like around like why there isn't that many male morticians anymore. And it's because
They all got caught up in the bait butt scandal.
I mean, they apparently it's like male morticians have more of a way to sexually abuse a corpse than a female mortician, which I don't really. I wouldn't say it's true.
Yeah, because
it's true.
Like definitely male morticians are sexually assaulting a corpse, and then females are sexually pleasing a corpse. Because let me put it to you this way: if you found out that a female mortician sexually desecrated my body, there's not going to be a part of you that's like, he would have wanted it that way.
I would have been like, what did she do? I think that's the first question. What did she do? If someone was like, Sidney was seen by a male mortician and they sexually desecrated his body, I'd be like, I don't want to know what happened. That's terrible.
I
don't want to know what
that
happened.
should be put down.
But part of me, if there was like, I would still be like, oh my God, that's terrible. A corpse was abused by that female mortician. Do you have a picture of the female mortician?
What does she look like?
What does she look like? And what did she do?
Yeah.
What happened to him? I think that would be the question. It's just like, what happened to him? I need to know what happened in the best detail you can get.
Yeah. If you just like pulls your tongue out and just like,
I don't think that's how. I honestly think
rock her.
If a woman was going to sexually assault a corpse, I'm pretty sure that she would bite balls off. Like in my head, that's what she would do: is bite your balls clean off.
Huh? That's definitely, if she's biting my balls off, put that woman under a prison.
No.
No.
I'm like, that
she can't take parts of
City
my
would have
body
wanted
off.
it that way.
Is this Jane Saw? What is she doing?
Yeah, I'm just saying if she was like, I sexually desecrated Sydney's body, I'd be like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, I bit his balls and penis off.
Wow, that's desecration.
I'd be like, yeah, it is. But I'm like, yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, but a little loose with the sexual part though.
I mean, maybe that's her kink. Don't kink shame.
See, you're right. I've been looking at this all wrong. I was thinking the whole entire time that because she's a woman, she would care about some of my pleasure as well.
No,
even though
you're dead. She doesn't care about your pleasure.
Fair.
She's getting hurt.
I'm basically like a dildo / scratching poster.
Yeah, at that point.
Yeah,
might as well be. I mean, I would say I don't think any woman. I'm trying to think of like a way they would even insert a dead man's penis into them.
You can't. I asked this question to I asked this question to somebody before. Two things happen. One, when you die, like your meat relaxes, your meat looks bigger, hangs bigger. It's your best hang time.
Yeah, because all the blood's rushing. Like it's almost like a water balloon.
Yeah,
being held up. It's all running towards.
And it's like it just but then you can't.
Yeah,
it's still floppy.
Yeah, I mean if they propped it up with something,
obviously prop it up.
But even then, that seems like
a lot of
that
effort.
Seems too much work.
Just use a finger.
I think if you think,
yeah.
If we see you in the casket,
I'd be like, be sure to die.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Someone abused his corpse.
Yeah. I did, by the way, want to start this podcast. I always want to start the podcast. Because I'm pumped today to start the podcast.
All right.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Right. So today I got not in the mail, by the way, like a lot of the other people are receiving theirs. I didn't get to open a package and feel the sensation.
Oh yeah, you did bitch when we came back from the. You were like, I get packages all the time. They're not mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I should.
And then you handed me a not package.
Sorry. In my head, it's like that's green thinking. It's less things you got to throw away.
Yeah.
And you get to enjoy. Like you don't have to worry about it. It's got all the shit. Everything's in there.
Yeah, but like I made such I didn't realize that you had to mail them all.
Yeah.
And I made such an effort to discreetly purchase the book without letting you know, like hoping that it was going to get mailed to me.
Sure.
And then I could open it up in front of you for the first time.
You thought you were going to discreetly purchase the book? How would you discreetly do it?
Well, I mean, like
I get alerts.
I didn't know that you were getting alert. I didn't know, and I didn't know how detailed. I didn't know you were getting the information of the people. I didn't know what your system was, and I didn't want to ask because I didn't want you to know what I was trying to do.
I see. Yeah, right? I appreciate that. I appreciate what you're trying to do.
But yeah, so my
copy
of your book came today. I don't know if you know that. It was handed to me by a man off the street. So that's exciting.
There you go. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Some random guy gave you a book.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about this.
It's pretty good. It's 200 pages of pure me on, just on paper, man.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it. One person claimed that they didn't understand it.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty great. They're just like, I don't really. And this was like when I was like sending it out and like kind of trying to get people's like, a feel for it. And a guy sent it to, he's like, I really don't get it. And I was like, what don't you get? He's like, the story is just like, I get the story. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, but the why. The why was just clawing at it. And I don't know whether it is that this guy's either too smart or I'm too stupid. And I'm willing to say it's the latter.
Yeah. I don't know if you can be too smart. I don't know if you can be so smart that you don't understand the why.
I think if you're looking at like what people normally read.
Yeah.
Like if this guy is reading like very dry, straightforward, like not even like entertainment. But like just like reference books or like something that is like an autobiography or like, just, almost like just information. If he's just getting information from a book, sure, I think reading something that was strictly written for entertainment purposes might be, missing that guy. But just the way that he was just like, just like some of it doesn't like, why would he do this? And why would he do that? It's like, I don't know, man. It's a fucking story. Why? I don't know how they got to a point where like I felt like Jigsaw.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just read it and shut the fuck up. and he just couldn't let go certain elements, and he was like, yeah, but why would he do this?
Yeah, but this dog isn't bothering you. The way you're talking through this dog barking,
Oh,
it's not bothering you at all. I want to go. I want to go fucking choke this dog out right now. It is bothering me.
I mean, I heard it
so much.
But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I'm going to choke her out.
Are you gonna?
You better not go unconscious.
I was gonna say, you think your dog has the same thoughts? It's like,
yeah.
I can't fall asleep around here.
Yeah, you hear that? She could feel she could feel it. She was like, I'm done. He's getting closer and closer to my butt every time he chokes me out.
I don't want to do that. I just got a haircut and everything.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
I've never choked my dog out, by the way.
No, you don't seem like a dog choker.
Nah, I'm not.
You don't seem like the type of guy to choke.
Yeah, I'm very nice when it comes to the dog.
You do seem like the type of guy who says wild shit to the
I
dog.
say wild shit all the time.
Which I don't see a problem with. I've always found that a little odd when people are like, don't say mean things to my dog. I'm like, your dog has no idea what I'm saying.
No.
At all. I think saying crazy stuff to an animal is like, that's cathartic in a way. Mm-hmm. The dog doesn't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And like, unless you're like being in a very anger tone and just, pointing and shouting, yeah, that might fuck up an animal. But if you're like, just like, you know what, you're like the worst dog I've ever met in my entire life, and I want to throw you out a window onto a helicopter blade. It's just like, that should be fine. No one should be mad about that.
Nah.
But people get butthurt when you.
People do, but people are.
I remember I called a dog dumb once, and they're like, don't call my dog dumb.
See, but that's the thing. That person be like, well, I get that you said it. I just don't understand the why. Like, that's the kind of person we're talking about.
Why I say? Because I watched your dog chase its tail to a point of hitting itself in the head with a tree stump. Yeah. That dog's dumb.
Yeah, the thing is a reflection of them.
But if it was, then you're the worst type of person in the world. If you are using yourself as an extension of your animal, that's
Well, I don't think
nuts.
I think the animal is an extension of them.
Either way.
Well, I mean, it is. In a lot of ways, it is.
That's just
you train it, you feed it, you house it, you give it its etiquette, you give it its manners.
And sometimes the dog's still a dumb motherfucker, man.
Yeah, that's the problem with raising dogs.
Yeah, you don't know what the fuck's gonna be, how it's gonna be, or how it's gonna turn out. And sometimes, like dogs, again, you could train a dog all you want.
Yeah.
Some dogs are just dumber than other dogs.
Dude, this is what
it's just the
hood has been saying. Single moms in the hood. Sometimes we just raise dumb kids. It's not our fault they're like this.
Sometimes they are like. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think it is. I do think it comes down to like, kids. Yeah, you'll have a dumber kid, but like, you can reason. Sometimes you can't really reason with a dog. Mm-hmm. Like a kid, you can be like, you understand why this is wrong and how this is wrong, and we're going to discipline you accordingly. And maybe over time you will learn to see what was going on because it's like the level of consciousness. However, like a dog doesn't have a fucking level of consciousness. Like a dog, unless I would be mind blown if a dog ever was like, I'm sorry. Like literally went out of its way to be like,
they look sorry.
Yeah, they look sorry, but they're also like,
now you're making it about speech. Your consciousness is speech.
No. You know what would prove to me a dog is sorry? If it just never did it again. If it was like, yeah, I know what I did. I fucked up.
Yeah, but you don't even have that same standard for people.
What do you mean?
Like people constantly fuck up more than once.
Sure. But in my head, it's like, I don't know. I think, but I can choose. I guess if it's my dog, like with a person, I can choose to separate myself from that person. If it's my dog that is constantly fucking up, I guess I could choose to get rid of it. But then it's like, I wasted all this time and effort training and raising and trying to get this dog right.
Yeah, that's why it's an extension of you.
No,
that's why people feel it's an extension of them.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But
wait, you had something, right?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
What do we got going on?
I did.
Because like I'm so pumped for this. I'm pumped for the book.
Yeah.
Right? This is a big thing,
How pumped are you for this book?
Like how do you contextualize pumpedness?
On a scale of 1 to passing out on top of your wife.
Oh, dude, I'm a zombie. I have to come back to life. Like I'm murdered.
Murdered?
Yeah, I'm murdered on. I'm
That's
like
crazy.
I'm a corpse laying on top of her.
I did do last night. I did a thing because I was like wondering how, because I did that thing where like I was like, I wrote a book.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, am I considered an author? Now, I personally am like, in my head, an author is someone who writes either a series of books or more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my head's like, it's almost like, you know, like, oh, I'm not a mechanic. I work on cars, but I'm not a mechanic. You know what I mean? Like, I can fix it, but I'm not a mechanic.
Well, I think the difference between somebody who works on cars and somebody who is a mechanic is certification.
Sure. But I guess there's no certification for being an author.
The barriers to entry are very low.
Sure. But I also was like, are you an author if you write one book? And I Googled it because I was like, I need to get the truth. And it said, yes, technically. It said technically there are other factors. And then I was like, and then
it should have been like, how long is your book?
Wait, tell us about your book and we'll ask why.
Yeah.
How many times did someone ask why when you wrote this book? But then I found out that so writing a book, less than 1% of the global population completes writing a book.
That's crazy.
And I was like, there's no way that's true.
Now, is that just completing or is that also publishing?
So I looked that up too.
Okay.
Because I was
research.
Damn.
This is crazy.
Because it gave me that. So after I looked at the author thing, and that fact was underneath it, I'm like, that cannot be true.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way. And then I Googled that. So then I put in more things. I was like, well, out of the 1% that do, like, how many publish and sell?
Mm-hmm.
And it's out of the 1%, which is 800 million, only 80,000 ever actually self-publish and sell a book.
That's crazy.
And I was like, I don't trust books anymore. Where are all these books coming from?
Yeah.
Where are all the books coming from, Sidney?
Huh.
I'm looking around this room. There's at least 5 in this room.
You think they're not real? You think it's a simulation?
I'm just saying, who's in charge of the books?
Yeah.
How are we getting all these books,
well,
dude?
all of the books you're looking at have been written by comedians. All of the books in here that you're looking at.
And I don't trust it. I don't trust McCusker. I don't trust Rady.
Yeah.
How the fuck did these books even... Like, it's just like 1% of the world population writes a book.
Yeah.
Less than 1.
Mm-hmm.
Within that 1%, only 80,000 actually put forth the effort to self-publish or publish and get it sold. So it's like, where are all these books coming from? How do we have so many of these books? And I get it. 80,000 is a lot. If that happens every year, sure, that'll add up. Mm-hmm. But it's also like, how many of these books are just like kind of just one-offs going on into the ether? I couldn't calculate any of that.
Yeah, most of the published books are published by the same people. Though.
Straight up.
They're publishing multiple books.
I guess so. That's weird as fuck, though.
Well, writing one book is weird as fuck.
Statistically,
you just proved it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it was like one of those things I'm like, oh, I guess that is nuts. But I still don't believe that figure. I kind of don't believe that figure. Like less than 1% of the global population. And it did say like many people dream of doing this. Many people have that. Like it was like very cerebral, the thing. And I was like, this is
having a hard
crazy.
time accepting the fact that you are now an elitist?
No, what I am,
dude, you're less than 1%. You're not even a 1%er. You're like in a percentage that's less than 1%.
Crazy thing, dude. So basically, what you're saying is me, Mark Twain, Hitler.
That's who I was going to go to next. When I think of authors, I think of
Seuss.
Mark Twain, Hitler, and Dr. Seuss. Those are the 3.
Those are the main 3.
Yeah.
Anne Rice.
That's the big 3.
You know, fucking J.K. Rowling.
Mm-hmm.
She's been all over the fucking
internet. Who do you think you in the list that you just gave?
Who do I have the most in common with?
Who do you have the most in common with? I think I know, and I have a reason for it.
It's Seuss.
I would say it's Mark Twain.
Why would you?
Do you know a lot about Mark Twain?
I know.
You know more about Seuss.
I know more about. I'm a Geisel head, dude.
Okay. Well, I think we can learn a little bit about Mark Twain today. Dude, Mark Twain's
I mean, he's an American humorist who's written such amazing books as Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer, The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County, and there was another one.
I don't know a damn thing that man has written. I just like him as a person.
So you don't know any of his work?
Technically, yes, but not his published books.
Which? Okay.
Yo, he was a menace.
I mean, he was actually wrote Dennis the Menace.
He's Mr. Wilson.
He's actually
Mr.
the
Wilson.
mind behind Dennis the
Yes.
Menace, which is what actually, weirdly enough, Dennis the Menace is based off of Tom Sawyer.
I don't doubt that for a second.
Dennis the Menace is based off of the shenanigans of Tom Sawyer.
Because I know you're spinning a yarn here.
I'm not,
but I think that part is true.
That's a true thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he invented Dennis the Menace.
No,
but
technically,
he's
the precursor.
Without
of
a doubt.
the Menace.
Tom Sawyer inspired Dennis the Menace.
So, Mark Twain.
Do you already have this locked and loaded?
Dude, I love Mark Twain. I found, dude, it's so funny because when I asked you if you had something, right?
And I did.
You did. You had, dude, and you had something about being an author, and I had something about an author.
You know, the funny thing is, I didn't have something about being an author. I just brought that up.
Okay.
The thing I have is so far away, and it honestly goes into more of what we were talking about with passing out. It's in the same vein as that.
This is tough, right? We're because we got to nail down a theme here.
Sure.
And I'm gonna tell you what we can talk about Mark Twain. Okay. Mark Twain legendarily hated the post office, and we can learn about that. Or we can talk about whatever was the other thing you had.
YA. It was an article that I read from the Huffington Post. Shout out about a lady who was 30 years was a licensed therapist or a massage therapist, and in one session, she quit and refused to ever take it up again. And if she ever does, she will never have male clients.
I don't think a female massage therapist should ever have male clients to begin with. That's a crazy thing to do.
It was because she was massaging. And now keep in mind, this masseuse, not one of those, not one of those sloppy toppy masseuses. No hand jobs.
Credible.
No, she's a credible. Went to school for it. Got those hands working. That's how she made her living. She never offered. Also, when she was doing private massages, let people know, hey, no funny business, no shenanigans with the balls and the dick, nothing like that. I don't do that. Yeah. And everyone knew. Everyone played ball. Everyone knew. And she even said she had a number of male clients over the tenure of her career and enjoyed every one of them. They were not creeps. They were not anybody. And it wasn't until she had been hired to make a house call, and this guy was getting massage. And keep in mind, she also stated, she's like, I don't do this. There's all this stuff online about her practice and what she will and won't do. And the guy, he filled it out, agreed, no funny business. And she came over and started massaging, his chest. And then she got to his stomach, and she started massaging his stomach, and he ejaculated under the blanket.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
She quit.
How hard did he come?
Hard enough where the fucking blanket flew off.
Moved the blanket.
No, apparently he, in the article, it says he moaned, which I could see that make me you know what, I've had enough.
She probably thought a sheet ghost was rising up. Each pump, it just started.
But apparently he came.
Yeah.
And she was she wanted to stop, and he's like, no, keep going. Which is kind of a wild, again, that's a wild thing to say. That's a wild thing to...
Dude, think about how great it would feel to come and then get a massage.
I mean, probably the best, but I think she was just like, I think what it was the moaning.
Yeah.
If you came and were silent about it and were just like, oh no, I'm gonna come, that would be different. But
first of all, I'm always silent about it. I think.
Are you a silent comer?
Dude, moaning is like the gayest shit you can do. Moaning,
You're-
man moaning.
You don't go, oh.
That's not a moan.
You're not like, ah.
Also not a moan. That's a moan.
You do you don't do that?
No.
You don't do it.
No.
You're not
I make the same sound that like when you see people hitting a heavy bag. Yeah. I used to say yeah. I grew.
Are you making your own punch? Hadouken!
I was a big Hadoukener back in the 90s.
Just saying crazy shit when you come.
Yeah.
Hadouken.
Yoga flame.
Yeah.
Yoga flame.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought I had herpes at the time.
I'm sorry.
Yoga fire.
Just saying all the Street Fighter moves when you would be wild.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry. I mean, I would think about doing that. Like, if I was single,
Yeah.
I'd probably go on that tear for a little bit and just say that. And people are like, what was that? I'm like, I was injured as a child. I never talked. I was
Had a
injured.
concussion.
I was injured as a child. You know, like some people, like they get into a coma, they come out of the coma, they speak with like a different accent, or like, you know, they go into a coma, come out, and like they have just like very weird neurological problems. I was a kid. I had suffered a fall in my basement while playing a video game, and I don't know what it was, but now every time I ejaculate, I do scream the hurricane kick from I am sorry. I
Spinning crane kick.
I'm flipping upside down and spinning. I'm sorry. I definitely
Sonic boom.
Yeah.
Sonic boom.
seriously. I think that would be great if that happened. There's got to be also
Yeah.
one guy just doing that.
Somebody's.
I mean, I figured there was a Street Fighter 2 movie, an animated one where they did show nudity, and I thought there was going to be a sex scene, and I would have figured, like Ryu, like when he comes, he's like Hadouken! Like I think that's the perfect time to say Hadouken.
I think it's a pretty good time.
I just think the guy coming and ruining this lady's career, it was just a very very weird thing to me.
Yeah,
some
but
lady is just like, I'm hanging it all up, just from one cum.
That's true. But I think again, I wasn't there. I wasn't there for her whole entire career. But I think maybe once that guy came completely, she was able to, in hindsight, go back through her mental Rolodex of all the times that guys were edged. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, this guy came completely, but now that I've seen him come, I can notice that, a lot of guys were getting close.
Oh, you think she's like, I've been doing this wrong?
Not
like,
that she's
not
been
that she's been doing
but
it
like
wrong.
she can see now, like this guy finally came. This guy came, right? He got to the promise.
He got to the point.
Yeah. But she could see, like once he came,
Yeah.
she could recognize, like, that moment right before he came. I've seen plenty of guys get there. In my tenure.
What have I been doing?
What have I been doing? You know what I mean? That was probably.
Wait a minute. I always notice when I press on this part of the stomach, things get a little odd.
This is where things start to get almost.
And this
moany.
guy he was free.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm here.
Think about what your body does for a pre-moan, right? Because every action that you make, your body has to get prepared to make that action.
Sure.
So what do you like? Go ahead and moan. I want to watch your body. See that? You see what your body just did? She was probably seeing people like feeling that, and then the guy would like get control of
He's like, sorry.
Yeah.
This guy.
But By the way, I don't like that I said, go ahead and moan. I'm going to watch your body. As I was like, that sentence really just came out of my mouth, huh? And then you did it.
You know what? You're going to have a weird time sleeping tonight. It's like, you're going to wake up in a cold sweat like, shit.
Yeah, go ahead and moan. I'm going to watch your body.
That's not legal white shadow.
That's not.
That is not. Actually, that's actually in Latin underneath underneath the crest. Go ahead and moan. We're gonna watch your body.
I'm going to watch your body.
I'm gonna watch your body.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely talk about Mark Twain on the Patreon.
Okay, definitely. Yeah.
Because this is worth it. You will enjoy this.
I'm hoping I do.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I do. So we did it then.
Well, we're close to have done it.
Oh, okay. I didn't
there.
know. I thought when you said Patreon, we had
No.
already done
I just like, I don't want you to think that we have to switch over in this conversation. If there's more to mine from this, which
I mean, I just think that like, have you? I'm assuming you've been to a masseuse.
I have been to a masseuse.
Now, at any point, are you a naked guy when you go to the masseuse?
No, but I make sure that I always have a guy.
You only get massaged?
I only get massaged by guys.
Why?
Well, because if I do get a boner, I need to have a place to put it. If I do get a boner, I want somebody that knows how to handle boners.
At least somebody's. They're not going to be weirded out. Yeah. They're not going to be quitting their job.
I need a boner expert to massage
like,
me.
all right, buddy.
Oh, been here.
I know what this is like, dude.
Yeah.
I pressed on your stomach, didn't I?
Yeah.
I was fucking with you, dude. I knew I was doing the whole time.
Yeah, but no, I know they're both professionals, the man and the woman.
Yeah.
But the man is going to have stronger hands in my mind. The man's going to have stronger hands.
Sure, yeah.
And there's just not a potential for any weirdness if I have a man massaging me.
What do you think the weirdness would be with a woman?
Dude, the idea of a woman touching me, just period, is kind of enticing.
I mean, in my head, I'm not like my whole head, I paid this lady. She's going to touch me. And like, I'm not touching them. Whatever happens on her, if she like pulls my toe and I fucking fart and cum, that's because she used magic. She used chi.
Yeah.
I can't be like, whoa, what the fuck? That's on her.
Yeah, there's
you know what I mean?
So somewhere where we used to do an open mic, I forget where it was, there was a Chinese like healing place near there. And they had a diagram outside, like in the window, you could see it.
Yeah.
Of the bottom of the foot and all the different spots on the foot that if you touch it with with the pins?
Yeah, the acupuncture. Yes.
And on the heel, in the middle of the heel, on the bottom of the foot, there is a point. It's called the diarrhea point.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. There's a diarrhea point on the bottom of the foot. I know where it is.
Diarrhea point sounds like a place you take a date that you don't like. Hey, baby, let's drive up to diarrhea point. It's like makeout point, only way grosser. You don't want to go to diarrhea point with him. He's all hands.
Yeah, it's not easy to get up there. It's constant mudslides.
It's very dangerous going back
it's
down.
treacherous. It's a treacherous trek.
So there's a diarrhea point on the heel?
On the heel.
So wait, what does that mean? Like if you get poked there with a pin?
I don't know. Me and Ansley are constantly trying to... Okay. You brought this up.
How did I bring this up?
You brought this up.
I just asked, like, what do you mean there's a point on the foot? You're like, me and my wife are constantly trying to make each other shit our pants.
It's hilarious. The idea of a diarrhea point on the... So,
I mean, it would be good to know.
Yeah. But, so acupressure points for diarrhea include... So on the outer... So there's one on the outer shin, 4-finger width below the knee.
Shin?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a... Dude, you know how many times I hit that shin? Like walking through the house and hitting it on shit?
I mean...
That sounds... What? There's a diarrhea point on the shin?
Uh-huh. Let's see. So let me see. Bottom of foot. That's the one I'm worried about.
Wait. Is it like it's got to be like small, right? There's no way it's like the fuck. It's not. It can't be big.
No, I think it's like you gotta get at it with like a pinpoint precision.
So it's like just one. It's almost like it's just a very small. Like no one could get that unless they knew exactly what they were looking for. You know, no one accidentally hits the diarrhea.
I've been trying to hit it on purpose on my wife and have not hit it yet. But we weren't even going for the shin.
Yeah. Where is it? That would be so crazy. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you like get your reflexes tested and you just shit everywhere.
You hit the diarrhea part.
Yeah.
They'd be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, it's a real thing. I saw it. I saw it outside of an Asian health massage parlor.
Yeah.
It was on a fucking poster. I swear to God. There's one on the bottom of my foot, too. I just didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't know about the ones that were located in other places. This is really
Is
impressive to me.
Is there 3 places or just 2?
Okay, in the located in the webbing between the thumb and index finger.
No way. That's a diarrhea point?
Yeah. You can have like a bad handshake. You can get a bad handshake. So there's a diarrhea point there.
No.
There's some along the back and the abdomen.
That makes sense. That's near your guts.
Yeah. Yeah. So and then the one on the bottom of the heel.
So shin, webbing between your thumb and index finger, and that. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of maniac found that out?
Dude,
that's a crazy thing too to figure out. Like
the Chinese, they seem to have all that time on their hands. Between like origami and acupuncture, you know what I mean?
That is the. Where do you find the time for this culture? Like
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
You know, you could be like, you know, like how do you guys know that? How long did it take you to figure like, so I was fucking around with like pressure points the other day. Check this out. It's just like, what are you doing?
Well, here's the thing. You have to do it at least twice to be like, oh yeah, this is definitely the diarrhea.
I think you do it I think the first time you do it, you're like, whoa, that was weird. And I'm pretty sure the person who did it was like, I don't know. I actually, you know what? I ate some shit earlier today. It was very weird. You just kind of hit me. And then if he did it again, he'd be like, I think that's like a 5-time confirm. I really think that's like you do it once, you're like, that was weird.
Yeah, shame on you.
You do it twice, you're like,
shame on me.
That's nuts. You do it 3 times, you're like, shame on you again. Shame on you again.
Okay, we're reshaming you.
And then you like once you find out that just seems like too much power. If I knew how to access the diarrhea points on people, dude.
Well, you do. I just talked. We just learned.
No,
it.
you told me where they were. That's not access. Just because I know where this is, I'm doing this right now. I don't feel any diarrhea.
You gotta bite them.
Yeah, that's what it say. If someone's like, "Yo, you have to apply this much pressure in this way," I'd be like, "I have to experiment." Somebody needs to. I need to know if this is real. I need to know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's too funny of a pressure point.
That is too funny of a pressure point, and I don't know how instantaneous it is either.
Oh, that's bullshit. Is it like the 5? Like the exploding heart technique,
like the dim mock.
You know, you hit them and then they take 5 steps and crap their pants.
It's shit mock.
Yeah, I don't need that. I need it like. I need to know. I need to. Damn, I'm gonna spend a lot of time trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I do think about that every now and again when you see people like laying on a bed of nails.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, it's like. How do you know your diarrhea point isn't being accessed? That's a crazy thing.
That's a crazy game.
Yeah, you don't know pressure points and shit. You're just gonna lay on a bed of nails.
I would definitely. I'm gonna explore that. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm gonna look it up. I'm actually gonna print it out.
Kid, take it with you everywhere you go.
I'll be like, do you see this?
Yeah.
Don't make me access your diarrhea, dude. A diarrhea ninja, just like knowing how to make someone crap their pants.
Mm-hmm.
You're reading part of my dream journal, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's hard because like
I know
my wife and I, we constantly try to grapple each other and pin each other down and like touch the diarrhea point as much as possible.
What happens when it works?
I mean, it would be hilarious for one of us.
Yes. Also, you're going to ruin the whole jiu-jitsu.
No, we do it at home.
Oh, you do it.
It's a home thing.
No, you got to do it in public.
Yeah. No.
You gotta do it in public, and then whoever does it has to stand up like, I have mastered.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
The worst part about it is we typically will do it to each other while the other person is chilling.
Oh.
So if they look really chill,
then you do the
you jump on them and yell diarrhea point.
No. See, that's a surefire. I think the diarrhea point only works when you're not expecting it. Like, I don't think, like, if I tell you I'm going to
just learned about the diarrhea point. He's making up rules for how it works. That's crazy.
Sidney, shut that.
That's crazy.
Dude, I have diarrhea right now. Dude.
You too. You seem very connected with the diarrhea point. His is your pressure point.
I have to master it.
Yeah.
Like, I think if someone went their whole life trying to master one, that's also too, like, I thought there was like, especially with the pressure points, isn't there like certain masters? Like, I know how to access your mind's eye by pressing on this pressure point. And I've been doing it for like X amount of years, and I know all the secrets. There's got to be a diarrhea point master. There's got to be a guy who's like, look, we don't usually do this.
Yeah.
But I actually am
Just specialize in predominantly diarrhea
I just didn't even
point.
think I was that gifted at it, but I know exactly where it is every time, and I know exactly how to do it. I don't abuse the power, but I have gotten out of many a parking ticket.
Yeah. You know what's funny, and it's occurring to me as we speak? There's a diarrhea point on the hand that we just discovered in the web in between the finger, the thumb and the pointer finger, right? There's an episode of Xena, the warrior princess, where they're on a ship and Gabrielle is seasick. She's experiencing seasickness.
Damn it, Gabrielle.
And Xena says, give me your hand. And she presses her diarrhea point, and it makes her stomach feel better.
Yeah, but that's not a diarrhea point.
I mean, I don't know what's happening there. I don't know what the message is there. I'm just telling you what I recall, man. I'm just telling you what I recall.
I think. See, that's how you know Xena's bullshit. They found out that like holding here could maybe like they got their information wrong. Like we can't put diarrhea on.
Maybe it's
Xena.
next to maybe it's like right next to the diarrhea point. There's a soothe the stomach point.
No, I don't like that. I need a kill switch. But
you can't have those too close.
Just
to each
knowing that it is here, dude. I have to learn. That would be so fun. Dude, just knowing you have that upper hand on people, just like, oh, this guy's such a dick and I hate him. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be cordial and I will shake his hand.
Yeah.
But then you're like, diarrhea point. Dude.
Mm-hmm. You remember, isn't there like a secret gay handshake to let people know that you're a gay person? Like as you go to shake their hand, you can like touch them in the palm of the hand or something. You do something.
I don't know.
I remember that was... a
gay handshake?
Yeah, I learned about that when I first moved back up to Philly from Atlanta.
I didn't.
And I was like coming in doing comedy, and somebody told me to watch. You got to watch how you shake people's hands in Philly, because you don't want to accidentally do the gay
You might do the gay one.
Yeah, you can do the gay handshake.
That's a whole new fear too.
Dude.
I'd rather, dude. I would take the diarrhea hand. Just like, yo, you got to watch out. Someone might make you shit your pants if they shake your hands. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, if as you're shaking their hand, from what I understand, if somebody like touches the palm, like the middle of the palm of your hand with a finger on the way in.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I heard of that. Yeah, it's never happened.
You blocked it out. How many gay handshakes have you received in Philly? Working in the service industry in Philly.
I got to be honest with the handshakes that stick out the most to me are the ones where they do the dead fish, where like they just don't even. They just kind of like put their hand out, and you're like, you are now squeezing someone's hand.
Yeah.
Because you thought you were going to have a regular handshake and they're not doing anything, and you feel like you're just holding someone's hand real tight. It's fucking, that's worse.
I'm going to start doing the gay handshake to women. When I shake their hand, I'm going to pop that right in there.
That's a one-way ticket for you to be canceled.
What are they going to do?
What do you mean?
How are they going to cancel
Sydney's
me?
being weird and aggressive.
Not aggressive.
I don't know if you're tickling the palm.
Not tickle, just like,
Are you doing that?
the little poke. Right in the palm
What's up,
of the
girl?
hand. Yeah.
They'd be like, ew. Yeah, I guarantee that's gonna.
Sorry, that's the way I shake hands.
I'd be like, sorry. Would you rather have me give you diarrhea? That's also another funny thing, man.
Yeah.
Just shaking the hand of some lady you don't like, ruining those white jeans.
Yeah. If you master this,
Dude.
you can turn everybody you shake hands with into a soft serve machine. You just like you take and pull my finger to a whole new level. Damn.
Dude, and I wouldn't abuse. See, here's the thing: I wouldn't abuse the power either, because like the moment, if I could mentally make someone shit themselves, I probably would go nuts with that. I'm not gonna lie. But if I knew it was like I had to physically touch them and do it, the last thing I need is it getting traced back to me. You know what I mean? Like people like I've noticed a pattern. Every time Shaner shakes, not every time Shaner shakes somebody's hand do they shit themselves, but every time someone does shit themselves, they have shaken his hand. I don't need that getting back to me. I would only use it like once every 3 years.
No
No
way.
No way.
No way.
No, I wouldn't.
Like you would like the level of self control you would have to have.
Here's what I would do. I would either do it once every 5 months,
Yeah.
or 17 times in one day.
Dude,
Just to cover your, like, if you did it all in one day and then went 5 months, if you're just like, oh man, I'm gonna go shake this guy's hand, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this.
dude, just keep a spreadsheet.
This is the thing I can keep. I'm not keeping a spreadsheet.
Dude, you don't wanna like rehash. You don't wanna like tread on already tread.
No, I think first off, I would remember every person. If I did it one time.
You think so?
Yes. Yes.
Dude, imagine having like a log of everybody's, oh my God, I'm shitting my pants face.
A log of all their squirts.
Yeah. You just like had that in your mind about everybody. You would be the most powerful person.
Dude,
on the
I would
planet.
just be like, I know what you look like.
You would have so much confidence.
I know what you look like when you shit yourself.
Everybody would have to worship you.
They'd be like, yeah, dude, I know the chi. I've got the
Yeah.
chi. I've got the chi. And that's, now that I know that, it's like, I've always wanted to be that guy who could like, you know, punch, like what the dip monk, like punch a brick and then have the brick on the bottom break, like transferring all the energy. I don't want that anymore. I want to make people poop their pants. That's my chi. And now that I know that that's like a thing that Chinese people have done, or at least researched, whatever scientific way they have, I'm definitely that's gonna be the discipline.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, there's gonna be,
You're going to get into martial arts now?
you start out with a brown belt.
I'm sorry, martial farts? You're going to get into martial farts now?
You start out with a brown belt and it just gets, darker and grosser. It's like I have a liquid belt. It's actually like a clear plastic.
Yeah.
But then you put liquid inside of it, so it's like it's just drippy all the time. I think that would be a perfect, dude. That's what I want.
It blows my mind that that was new information to you.
That's, you know what it is?
It seems like something you should know.
I wish I did know that. If I had known that when I was a kid, you wouldn't be talking to the same person.
I believe that.
You'd be talking to a different, like,
you'd have like a bandana on.
I'd constantly be standing where it's windy, so it's constantly blowing around. Dude, I'd be wearing a bandana like that all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Or those big, like, they're not the MMA gloves. They're the weird gloves that come all the way up. Like, they don't even make any sense. It's like, what are those even for? I'd be wearing those all the time.
Fair.
All the time, dude.
Fair.
And they'd be like, what is that for? Is that for fighting? Like, no, this is for making people crap their pants.
That would be pretty sick.
The diarrhea point is something that
The D point.
The D point. The real point.
Yeah.
I just learned about now, and I don't think I'm going to go home and I'm like, you know, that poster of like the guy with his arm up, like the front and back with all the pressure points. It's just going to be that guy with just his hand. It's just going to be a circle around. It's like, that's where you need to do to make that dude shit. It's like, I didn't know that was a thing. It's like, yeah, it's just one pressure point. It's the only pressure point you need. And I guarantee the reason it's so small, so you can't abuse it.
Yeah.
So you can't abuse it. and I get that, but I think it should be. I think if you concentrate hard enough, you'll be able to get to it.
Oh, Matt, look, dude, this is the most positive I've ever seen you be. I've never seen you so hopeful before. This is the most. It's changed you, dude. I don't see the dark cloud above your head anymore. What happened?
It's because I honestly am like, dude, how sick would that be? I think it's because
you have something to live for now.
Yeah, you got something to train for, dude.
You just want to feel alive.
That's what it is, dude. I want to feel alive knowing that I have. Like, dude, I think everybody in this world wants to believe they can have a superpower. I think everybody can relate with that.
That is totally fair.
Everybody's like, well, what's your superpower? It's like, I'm really good at accounting, or like I'm not saying they're not abilities.
Yeah.
I'm saying like a power.
Yeah, I used to, we should probably wrap this up soon, but I used to think of, like, my power would be the perception to know that things are going to go worse than I can control.
The perception to know.
Yeah, like, so if I show up with, the Avengers or whatever superhero squad that I show up with, and we see what the problem is, and I'll go, yeah, guys, not for me. I'm going to get out of here. This is a little too much for me. You guys got this.
Gantt man with the power to leave. Every picture of the Avengers assembling is you in the background, like.
Yeah, I don't know. This is.
I'm actually out of here. My power is knowing this is a fucked situation, guys.
Yeah. My catchphrase is, "I ain't signed up for this."
Yeah. My power is actually just regular sight. That's a fucking monster.
Dude. My catchphrase is, Oh
hell no.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Yo, you got the wrong one. You got the wrong one.
Woo, no. Oh no! You got me fucked up.
You got me fucked. You got me fucked up, Thor.
What is that?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I ain't going with that.
I mean, I'll stick around every now and again. Like if it's something that like.
Where do you say no?
A guy bigger than me. A guy bigger than me or more than one guy.
I'm out.
Yeah. If I have to go up high.
So wait, your only ability. So wait, do you have like? What is the costume on this?
Yo, my name will be pay grade, and then I'll go. That's above my pay grade. That's above my pay grade. I don't get paid for that.
Your only gadget is a flip phone you constantly shut.
Nah, before I shut up, like, I'm coming home right now. Shut. If there's like a fire, a turnover vehicle, I have to go up pretty high, a guy bigger than me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
What is the costume like?
It's just my regular clothes. I got to be able to walk away without feeling disgraced. Do you know what I mean? Like this, like I need to look like a regular guy leaving a situation. Because if I'm in a superhero costume leaving, that's gonna look bad.
You're the only super. You know this funny thing. They never show, or at least I don't think they do in any of the Avengers movies. Like they never show the cafeteria at like the Avengers. Like you're the only guy who's in the cafeteria, just eating, waiting,
watching on my phone live.
Like damn.
Oh shit, Thor got fucked up. See, that's why I left.
I told.
That's why I left.
I told him.
Damn.
You're going back in line to the cafeteria, holding out the tray like, are you supposed to be there? It's like, that's above my pay grade.
Look at these pictures. Look at Thor. He's upside down. They got that motherfucker upside down.
That's Thor.
Yo, we did pay grade. That's the best.
Pay grade. And they're constantly like, how is this guy here? You know what would be funny if pay grade. So, that would be funny. So pay grade, his whole backstory is that he was a super soldier. Like he got the same thing Steven Rogers got.
Yeah.
So he can live forever, but he has no like. He doesn't have bravery. He doesn't have like any of that stuff. And like he's not like that. He's not in shape or anything. He's just like, nah, fuck that. Nah,
that looks hot.
It's like, that looks hot. I am not doing that.
Yeah, I don't go that high. That's too high, man. I don't go that high. Fuck that. Yeah, read my contract. Read my contract.
Would be funny.
I constantly have my contract.
Yeah, he's like, this sound, I can't do this.
It's the only superhero that keeps a copy of his contract with him at all times.
It's like, pay grade, you've been alive for the last 102 years. Like, yeah, but like I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah. And then so you have pay grade and then his sidekick job description. That's not in my job description. Yo.
Yeah, they form the group. I'm
going with him.
Why do we keep asking them back? Like, we got it.
Yeah, and then it's so like it's like Avengers Assemble, and for me it's like job description, we out. Nah, we out.
Every time you do the Avengers pose, it's when you're going to take your shoes off.
That's the only superhero. I just have superhero boots. I have a book bag with my regular shoes in them.
Holy shit!
Now we did it.
We definitely did.
We did it.
Holy!
This was everywhere.
Yeah, this was a little all over the place.
And this is like this. Also, if you're listening to this, you made it here. We had to record out of our normal routine because we had to record early because we'll be at
Skankfest. Yes,
we're at Skankfest right now.
it's crazy. We actually, it was above our pay grade. We missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
just did not do it. But yeah. Also. I do want to thank everybody for getting the book. If you got it, that was very nice of you. Make sure you can still order it. We're going to put the description in the. We're going to put the link in the description, and you can order. The books will still go out, and I do appreciate everyone doing it. Also, make sure you get to Soul Joel's.
Yes. On
November, was it 28th?
28th. We got to start hitting that.
We're going to be there. Sydney and I. We're going to be bringing some friends along. I'm assuming.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we're going to bring some friends along. It'll be a great show.
Yeah.
Check that out. That's at 7:30, I think.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive. On
Day
November.
after Thanksgiving.
Day after Thanksgiving. It'll be a banger.
It's Black Friday. It's Black and in parentheses and White Friday. Come celebrate Black and White Friday. Day after Thanksgiving.
It should be a good time.
Yeah.
We were all. What do you think we declared war on the most?
That's what I'm saying. That's what's crazy about this episode.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I think we declared war on variety.
Right?
It was too much variety.
Dude, it was a lot of like taking advantage of people.
Yeah, we definitely declared war on that.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of people.
Taking advantage of people.
And I definitely declared war on myself for not knowing the diarrhea pressure point.
There was a little bit of vulnerability in this episode. A lot of
vulnerability.
Yeah.
What was so vulnerable?
From the beginning, like getting choked out, getting unconscious and having somebody have their way with you, having somebody shake your hand and diarrhea point you.
Is that vulnerability?
That's vulnerability.
In my head, that's power.
Well, if you're doing it. Listen, we really explored the dynamics of power and vulnerability.
Keep in mind, at no point in time when you were talking about getting choked out, I was like, that ain't going to happen to me. I get choked out by my wife.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about falling asleep and having someone break in my house and fuck my butt.
That's on the table, man. That's on the table.
Nah, dude. Now that I know the diarrhea way, I dare you to come into my house.
Yeah, I don't carry a rape whistle. I don't carry mace.
I just know diarrhea.
I just
points.
diarrhea point my attackers.
If there was a cop who's like, "What do you mean?" I'd be like,
Put her there.
"Let me show
Put her
you."
there, partner.
I think that would also be a crazy way. If someone's like, "What are you? You're fucking full of shit." I'm like, "Am I?"
We'll see who's full of shit.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us. We do this every Sunday. Make sure you get on the Patreon. You can get a bonus episode. You get secret unreleased episodes. You become part of the community. Please get on that. And if you got friends who are a little bit iffy about it, tell them to shut the fuck up and get on the Patreon too. It's only $3. It's only $3, and you get a whole ton of content. And we are going to be doing this, like I said, every Sunday. Make sure you get the Soul Drills on the 28th. Make sure you get Sullivan. The link will be in the description. We're going to switch it over to the Patreon. Thank you guys so much. We will see you next Sunday.